Hello, my name is Ramesty. Tonight we're going to watch the Nintendo Direct for February the 17th, 2021. I think it's going to be fun. I think there might be some info on the Zelda sequel. I don't know. It's been over 4 years since the original Breath of the Wild released. And of course, they released the trailer for the sequel in 2019. So I think between the 4 years since the last one and 2 years since they released the trailer with info, with some of it already pre-made, as you could see, I think that there's possibly some info in it tonight, and we will see. So let's get started.
皆さん
Hello, everyone. It's been a while.
電動ダイレクトの
I'm Shinya Takahashi from Nintendo.
昨年
Last year, we delivered some news through a series of Nintendo Direct mini presentations.
こうして
However,
この場からご紹介
we haven't been able to present a Nintendo Direct in this style for some time.
しておりませんでした今回はよう
I'm
やく
happy to share this Nintendo Direct with you all
電動ダ
today.
イレクトをお届けできることを心から感謝しておりますこれ
We
からも
appreciate your
どうぞよろ
continued
しく
support.
お願いいたします
Okay, what you just saw was the reveal trailer for the newest fighter in the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game, Pyra and Mithra. They originally appeared in the Xenoblade Chronicles series as Rex's 2-in-1 ally. Please look forward to seeing their moveset in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. This fighter releases in March, so we hope you'll stay tuned just a bit longer. Alright, let's continue with our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
Stumble toward greatness when Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout comes to the Nintendo Switch system summer 2021. You have 22 minutes before the solar system is destroyed. Venture into the vast reaches of space to uncover the secrets left behind by an ancient civilization. You have 22 minutes. After that, the sun will explode and the solar system will be annihilated. However, everything will reset, allowing you to continue exploring while retaining information you gathered. By repeating these cycles, you'll gradually unravel the mysteries hidden in the universe. What messages will you discover? How can you prevent the sun from exploding? Why is the solar system trapped in an endless time loop? Find out when the critically acclaimed Outer Wilds launches on Nintendo Switch summer 2021. Put your sleuthing skills to the test in 2 classic murder mystery games. Famicom Detective Club, The Missing Heir, and Famicom Detective Club, The Girl Who Stands Behind, 2 deep cuts from Nintendo history, are coming to North America for the first time. Localized in English and modernized for the Nintendo Switch system. Suspense, drama, and twists and turns await at every corner. You'll be on the edge of your seat as you dive into these deep narratives set in Japan. In one game, you'll solve a complex murder case surrounding a wealthy family in a haunted village while dealing with amnesia.
I'll pause here and just say I normally would have thought these two have been just some place through story you've been reading comic book, whatever.
But that's not the only case to crack. In the other game, you'll investigate a supernatural rumor after a mysterious death to free students from a sinister nightmare. interrogate suspects, and hunt for clues to piece together these chilling conundrums. Can you figure out who the culprit is before it's too late? Uncover the deadly truth in Famicom Detective Club The Missing Heir and Famicom Detective Club The Girl Who Stands Behind. Coming to Nintendo Switch May 14th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. The vast world of Fadiel beckons. After 20 long years, Legend of Mana featuring remastered HD graphics is coming to Nintendo Switch. You'll set off on a journey to find the mystical mana tree seen in a dream. Before discovering the world map is empty. During your travels, you'll acquire special items called artifacts. Place them on the map to bring towns, dungeons, and other lands to life. It's up to you on when and where to place artifacts, as well as how to advance the story. Join forces with characters, each on their own personal quests. Square off against fearsome monsters. Or take a break from adventure and rest up at home. The music has been rearranged for this enhanced version, and you can alternate between the new arrangement and the original soundtrack. Other features have been added, including the ability to turn off enemy encounters, as well as the new minigame Ring Ring Land. Legend of Mana will launch on Nintendo Switch June 24th.
Please take a look at this.
Yes, what is it? Leads me to dinner.
The fairway is open once again. Tee off on the latest installment of the Mario Golf series, coming to Nintendo Switch. Study the wind and terrain. Take your time to think things through. Then swing. Enjoy golfing with familiar Mushroom Kingdom characters on courses filled with lush, natural scenery. Use features on the greens, like a shot gauge, to see how your shot will curve due to slopes, and a scan that lets you examine a course's terrain. These features can help you ace your shots. In addition to button controls, you can also use motion controls by holding a Joy-Con controller like a golf club. Gently swing the controller to have your character swing in the game, letting you easily enjoy the sensation of golfing. On top of all that, there are several modes with new elements that truly bring the heat to Mario Golf, including this one, Speed Golf. Here, it's always your turn. Everyone tees off at the same time, then you'll race through the course to reach your ball. Give it another whack to get it closer to the hole, then keep going. Outpace your opponents to come out on top. Your golfing skills aren't the only things at play. Make use of dashes and special shots to beat the competition. Oh, did we mention Story Mode? As a Mii character, you'll start out as a rookie and develop your golfing skills while interacting with various...
Why would I pay $60 just for a golf game? So yeah, good point. I played a golf game on my PS2 a long time ago, and oh boy, that was just not... You wouldn't believe it.
Oh, did we mention Story Mode? As a Mii character, you'll start out as a rookie and develop your golfing skills while interacting with various Mushroom Kingdom characters. Level up with experience points earned during matches. Then, allocate points to different stats, allowing you to develop your character however you'd like. You can also use your Mii in versus play. Put your golfing skills to the test when Mario Golf Super Rush swings onto Nintendo Switch June 25th. Pre-orders begin on Nintendo eShop after this presentation.
The latest game in the Mario Golf series adds new gameplay for multiplayer modes, as well as the familiar golf gameplay with easy-to-learn controls. Please look forward to this game on Nintendo Switch. Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Check out these games coming to Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo must really be. Oh my gosh. 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 The one before this was off. Oh my gosh. I didn't even watch that. I did not watch that. I promise I didn't. This one was. Oh my gosh. Fun of it. If you're a little kid, it makes just perfect sense. But no, thank you.
Ready the juice cannons and prepare for battle.
Am I talking way too loud? Maybe just a bit.
Hint, anyone. Who will join you in your adventure? Hint, anyone can. Band together on a quest to face evil and save faces. Miitopia is coming to Nintendo Switch. Cast me characters in various roles across the kingdom.
The only problem is the small money as a kid. I don't. Even now, I don't.
Turn your favorite people into your allies, or even make someone the nefarious Dark Lord. Makeup has been added as a new feature in this game. Glam up your Miis and get them ready for adventure. There's also a new wig feature, letting you go wild with your Mii creations and make them even more fabulous. In the world of Miitopia, relationships are key. So consider spending some quality time with allies to strengthen bonds. This can give you an advantage during battle. If your relationship's sour, though, things might take a turn for the worse. Whoa! You can have a horse as an ally? That sounds pretty darn good! Care for it, and it'll lend a hand, or poof, in battle. Venture with friends and familiar faces in the lighthearted romp Miitopia. Venture with friends and familiar faces in the lighthearted.
Did anyone notice that it says Stan? You know what would happen if you add one more A, don't you? Oh my gosh, I think they did that on purpose. Oh my gosh. Please, Nintendo.
Hearted romp Miitopia.
I don't want evil in video games. I don't like evil. Who the heck does? Oh my gosh.
Coming to Nintendo Switch May 21st. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo.
Just in case you're wondering, it is literally 4 a.m. right now, so that is why part of the reason why I am acting this way as compared to if it was in the daytime.
Nintendo eShop. Super Mario.
Okay, I'll put it like this. That was only at the very end, so I don't know. Let's see what this is. Wow, Super Mario. Wow, that sounds so poor. Yes, this looks good.
Themed items are coming to your island. Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary themed items are coming to the Animal Crossing New Horizons game. Familiar items like the Super Mushroom and the Question Block can be ordered in-game as furniture items. So place them however and wherever you'd like. You can also place 2 warp pipes. Then use them to travel between locations on your island. Hey, why not try recreating the Mushroom Kingdom? A free update for the game launches February 25th. After downloading it, Super Mario Bros. Items will be available via Nook Shopping starting March 1st. Keep an eye on the official Animal Crossing Twitter account for the latest information. We hope you continue enjoying life on your island.
How was that? These collaboration items will be released as part of the Super Mario Bros. 35th anniversary events.
Alright, we're partway through. Have about 26 more minutes to go.
Please wait a bit longer for their release.
スーパーマリオブラザーズ35
Speaking of which, last week, we had the global launch for the Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury game. We hope you enjoyed that Mario adventure as well.
続いてが
Next,
こちらの
we have another game to show you.
I emphasize the word sometime.
He leaves us no recourse! Swords! Never. S-Frost will answer for its crimes today.
Are these the wages of loyalty? Raised earth and burnt corpses.
You and no other must decide how we proceed.
You are a leader, and must be the beacon others look to when the night is darkest.
Together with these fields, today you burn.
I promise to do all in my power to see us through this safely.
Hold on, I got a glitch.
I promise to do all in my power to see us through this safely, every last one of us.
Far, far away lies the continent of Norzilia, comprised of 3 nations and limited deposits of salt and iron. The constant feuds among the nations over these precious resources eventually ignited into a great conflict known as the Salt Iron War. Though the hostilities ceased with an uneasy truce, decades later the flames of war threatened to engulf the realm once again.
You are all that remains.
Caught in a tangled, fiery web of plots and conspiracies, a brave group from Glenbrook fights to save their king. Plot.
Notice that. Look at that. It's literally 2-dimensional characters in a 3-dimensional area, and also very fine 3-dimensional area. Look at that as compared to the pixel characters. I mean, the pixel is very fine too. Look, notice how they always blend the colors together to give things rather just so solid and very contrast. But it's kind of really neat.
And conspiracies, a brave group from Glenbrook.
Complete critic. I just don't want to see things. You know, I'm talking about earlier. You know, I don't want you to get the wrong idea of thinking I'm just all critic. But I don't want to see evil in video games. I just really don't.
Fights to save their kingdom from the powers that would orchestrate their downfall.
Our benefit, you say?
In this new tactical RPG, battles take place on terrain with different elevations. A character's attack range is determined by their location and their equipped weapon. The range can be extended by attacking from higher ground with
This reminds me a lot of. I'll think of it.
long-range weapons such as bows and arrows. Thus, your forces can use the terrain and other elements to gain the upper hand. An enemy outflanked is susceptible not only to your initial attack, but also a powerful blow from the ally positioned behind the enemy.
What have we here?
Charge into an enemy to send them flying into position for a follow-up attack.
We win.
Link attacks together by first casting ice magic on the flames to create water terrain. Then electrify the area with lightning magic. It is of the utmost importance to survey the battlefield before taking action. Throughout the story, you will be faced with making important decisions in a variety of situations. Utility, morality, liberty. Collectively, your decisions will establish your conviction, affecting how the story unfolds and who will join your cause.
Once
Your decisions
Interesting ideas they chose.
will establish your
And switching subjects quickly again.
Your conviction, affecting how the story unfolds and who will join your cause.
Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Estrost?
Critical decisions that may determine the fates of nations are settled by vote on the scales of conviction. Use information you've gathered to sway allies toward your favored cause. The story will significantly change based on how the votes are cast.
So they refused to relinquish him to us.
Lies! His hand was forced.
As more and more critical decisions are made, your journey may take you down paths divergent from those of other players.
You will see what true might is.
Project Triangle Strategy, a brand new tactical RPG from Square Enix, will launch in 2022. Please be on the lookout for more information in the future. After this presentation, a demo version of this game will be available to download on Nintendo eShop. And in the future, we'll conduct a survey to gather player feedback.
Reminds me of, I don't know if they made it or not. I could look it up right now, but I'm not going to. But I remember Octopath Traveler. I don't know if they were developed by Square Enix, but I remember taking a demo of that. I'm just not a big fan of, I don't know, of this kind of game for some reason. I mean, if the story was interesting enough, I guess I would. But just maybe it's too much UI or something. I don't know.
Feedback. We look forward to hearing your responses on the demo.
Please look forward to future updates on this brand new tactical RPG from Square Enix. Okay, let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Calling all hunters. Do you have what it takes? Star Wars Hunters is a competitive, free-to-play online game set between episodes 6 and 7. Clash in this third-person shooter coming to Nintendo Switch in 2021.
I should check what those are. I'm going to do that later.
All right, let's do this.
All right, Sal. Do I look at you or the camera?
Knockout City interviews, take 1.
We all play for different reasons.
Okay, wait a minute. I thought I just saw League of Legends, and then I saw Balan Studios, and now I'm wondering what in the world is all this thing, especially with pixels going on.
Gorgon loved battle. Gorgon used many weapons. Triple-bladed war axe, spear of misery, Hades' soul-devouring crossbow.
A princess is supposed to lead her people, not be stuck up in some tower waiting for a hero.
In my line of work, bullets are constantly whizzing past you.
Flaming longsword, blade of doom.
Just once I'd like to catch one of them bullets. You know, with my hands.
With this crown, I'm gonna lead my team to victory!
Look, it's simple.
Gorgon want new weapon.
In Knockout City, I'm like a kung fu master. I can catch bullets. Woo! Come get some! Got you! Roger that, princess! Here!
Let's find out what sound your face makes!
Incoming! Be the ball! Be the ball! Catch me!
Roger that! Hands up, your highness!
Eat this!
Be the ball!
Can't believe we're losing to a bunch of dairy farmers. Okay, team. They may have won the battle, but not the war.
Hey, can we redesign our characters? You're not a team if you're not wearing a uniform.
Max, this is a war zone, not a bloody fashion show.
Pass to me.
What? Interview's over? Come on, man, one more game!
kind of cool. Yay. That's neat.
The fight for survival starts now.
Hang on tight, because you're all going to play a little game of fate!
Okay, I'm probably going to skip this. That's just to save time. I just saw something scary. I don't even want to just... Oh, gosh, please, let's just go.
More battles are coming to Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity.
I just want to pause right here. I know you don't like me pausing probably, but just be told, I just want to go over the facts one more time. They didn't start working on Breath of the Wild until 2013. And of course, the Wii U was released in 2012. So they started working on the Zelda for the Wii U in 2013. Of course, they took them several years and several setbacks just to get it going. So they took them 4 years total to 2017 when they released it, March 3rd. I remember that day, I think. Pretty sure. But anyway, no, it didn't go that way. It doesn't matter. 2017. And, of course, they didn't release the trailer for the sequel until 2019. So, I know they've been working on it for at least 2 years. Possibly 4 if they immediately started working right after Breath of the Wild was released. It just depends. So, they have a possible 4 years minimum of 2 that they've put into the game that they've released trailer for, so they're going to create. So, I'm hoping to see something in this. And, by the way, it's not been 2 years exactly since... Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Sorry, watch it. But the point being is, like, they released the trailer in June 2019, this summer. And, of course, that's a couple months away from being June. So it's about 20 months, not 24. It would make 2 years. I think it was like 20 months. And that would be it. I just want to pause for a moment and see something. Yep, that's him. Alright, let's go.
There's even more coming to Nintendo Switch.
I also want to say that I didn't even really get into the Zelda series until Breath of the Wild, but I don't know if that's 100% true because I did get one little Game Boy card, Link's Awakening, I think it was, and I have played that. I don't know which one came first though, Breath of the Wild or that one, whichever one I played. I mean, I know which one came first, but anyway.
Bravely Default 2 is almost here. 4 Heroes of Light will soon embark on a journey to restore the crystals. Use the job system to develop your characters and master the Brave and Default commands to emerge victorious in turn-based battles.
I live to fight.
Veterans and newcomers to the series can enjoy this brand new story on February 26th. A new trailer for Bravely Default 2 will be revealed following this presentation. The game can be pre-ordered on Nintendo eShop. An updated demo is also available. 8 captivating journeys. Saga Frontier has been remastered for Nintendo Switch. Travel through a stunning sci-fi world with any of the protagonists, each with their own stories. With the addition of the playable protagonist Fuse, new gameplay features, exhilarating battles, and a new scenario for the protagonist Acellus, Saga Frontier Remastered is an adventure not to be missed. The game launches April 15th. Apex Legends is storming onto the Nintendo Switch system. This free-to-play battle royale features a growing roster of powerful contenders named Legends, strategic combat, cross-platform play, and more. All players on Nintendo Switch can get an all-new Legendary Pathfinder skin, and 30 free levels for the Season 8 Mayhem Battle Pass. Plus, for the first 2 weeks after launch, earn double XP when you play on Nintendo Switch. Fight for fortune, fame, and glory when Apex Legends enters the fray March 9th.
How's it going so far? There's still a little bit more to show you in today's Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, okay, what is it? Come on, just give me the goodies, give me the gold, give me the treasure, the meat, the paying, the gaw.
so we hope you'll stick with us. Next, please take a look at this.
Yes!
Hello there, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. I'm sure a lot of you saw me and thought there might be news about the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to share right now. We apologize. Development is proceeding smoothly, and we should be able to bring you some new information this year.
Yes! Even though it's not that, we just know there's gonna be more this year. Oh my gosh, yes!
For now, we'll have to ask you to wait just a bit longer.
Yes, at least we know it's gonna be this
While
year.
you're all waiting, however,
Okay, just the info. Some goodies. That's a goodie just in itself. Come on, guys.
this Legend of Zelda game will be coming to Nintendo Switch. Please take a look.
Okay, I'll take it. What is it? I've heard the name, I just don't know anything about it.
What you've just seen is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. This game originally released in 2011 on the Wii console, and now it's coming to Nintendo Switch. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword featured a control scheme in which players would use the Wii Remote Plus controller as a sword and the Nunchuck controller as a shield. With the increased processing power of the Nintendo Switch system, the controls here are smoother and even more intuitive. And we've recreated the controls for the sword and the shield here by having the player hold two Joy-Con controllers. The shield here by having the player hold two Joy-Con controllers. The Joy-Con controller in your right hand is the sword. Swing it to have Link swing his sword in the game. The Joy-Con controller in your left hand is the shield. By lifting the controller, you can raise the shield to block enemy attacks. You can perform other actions like using both controllers to wield a bow and arrow. These physical movements add a sense of urgency and tension to combat. But we've also made it possible to play the game with button controls to ensure it can be played in handheld mode or on the Nintendo Switch Lite system. After mulling over how to assign different gameplay elements to different buttons, we decided to apply the sword motions to tilting the right control stick. Tilt the stick down when you want to swing the sword downward. To swing to the right, to the left, or diagonally, just tilt the stick in the respective direction. Here's something else we've been working on. Specially designed Joy-Con controllers. The right Joy-Con controller is themed after the Master Sword, while the left features a Hylian shield motif. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, as the game depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline, details the events around the game features a Hylian shield motif. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, as the game depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline, details the events around the creation of the Master Sword.
Okay, I hate doing this twice to you, but I got to. I'm sorry. I do want to say though, I did see his picture just scanning over this, like this kind of thing. I accidentally saw I don't know his name. It begins with an E. You know, the guy we just saw earlier for the Zelda. I saw his picture, and I also saw a picture at the end, which I'm not going to get into just so I don't spoil it for you that may be watching, but I saw it.
Hylian shield motif. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, as the game depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline, details the events around the creation of the Master Sword. The right Joy-Con controller is themed after the Master Sword, while the left features a Hylian shield motif. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, as the game depicting the earliest story in the Legend of Zelda timeline, details the events around the creation of the Master Sword itself. We hope that people who played the original game on Wii and those playing it for the first time will enjoy discovering the origins of The Legend of Zelda.
Of course, we know it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't literally the first made game, but we do know that it was wonderful. I think if I ever create the old pixelated SNES and NES games like this, no, just say this one thing.
The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD launches July 16th. Following this Nintendo Direct, you'll be able to pre-order the game on Nintendo eShop. And the specially designed Joy-Con controllers will launch on the game's release date at your local retailers. Many of you may already know this, but The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword was the last original console game prior to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild game, and it was still following the established conventions of The Legend of Zelda. However, it gave a glimpse into many features and innovations that would eventually be adopted in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Using the sailcloth to descend in midair, a stamina gauge that depleted as you scaled walls with vines or ran, even the concept of collecting items to upgrade gear. I hope those of you who've played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild will give this game a try as well. Please look forward to The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD.
Well, what did you think? The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword has been optimized for Nintendo Switch. It includes intuitive motion controls and button controls by tilting the right control stick. Okay, the next game will be our last announcement for today. Please take a look at this.
Okay, and it's this one that I accidentally saw at the end, but guess what? I'm gonna watch it anyway. I didn't actually. Okay, why did you glitch on me? You better not have glitched on me. I'm missing something.
What you've just seen is the latest installment in.
By the way, I heard some interesting sounds. Since it was a black screen, it always leads to mystery. So I'm wondering what that last noise was. Should we listen again?
What you've just seen is the latest installment in the Splatoon series, Splatoon 3. This game is scheduled to launch in 2022, so it'll be a while. We hope you'll stay tuned for more information at a later time. Today, we showed you a sampling of games coming to Nintendo Switch. A variety of games are in development, and we look forward to sharing more news with you in the future. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct. Thank you for watching.
Alright, well, we have 3 minutes left here of nothing. Seriously? Okay. Well, you have 3 minutes. Alright. Well, that was great. I'm going to go ahead. I gotta go to bed. But hey, that was a watch. I'm going to go try to edit this later. And I just want to say that, I really only look at, most of the time the major games. I know the small games, we all deserve some, business. I just really only look at the big ones.
That will be released sometime this summer. I think it was June 22nd. And then we know that more info on Breath of the Wild will come out later. And be later this year. And then also Splatoon 2. 3. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Tonight. Alright, I'm gonna go though. Hey, thank you for watching. It's been good. And I will see you later.